Hi, my name is Ashley Douglas, and I'm here today to tell you how to get prepared to have a child. My specific purpose is to inform y'all on how to get your act together before having your baby. The reason I am able to talk about this today is because, well, two reasons. One, I have a 6-year-old who, had I been told these things at an earlier time in my life, might not be facing the things I'm facing today. And two, I just had a child 2 weeks ago and had to get prepared for her. Have you ever thought about all the preparations that it takes to have a child? Many of you may already have children and have thought about having children. Most people don't stop to think about what it's going to take to have a child, to get prepared for a child. Having a child is the easy part. I want to inform my audience today, again, on how to get their act together before having a baby. There are many things that need to be considered before a baby is born. For example, how to slow down and completely stop partying if you are doing the partying. How hard it could be to get your child back if he or she is either taken from you or you to make the decision to give your child up. What could be lasting effects on the child and yourself for whatever decisions you make in life. First, I would like to talk about how to slow down and completely stop partying and blowing money. When thinking about having a precious newborn, you have to think about how your actions are going to affect your child. If you usually go out on Friday, Saturday night, go to the club, like to drink and have a good time, you're not going to be able to do it. You're going to be up at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, in my case, with your child feeding him or her. If you used to have a lot of friends over at your house, whether it be partying or just talking, hanging out, your child's going to have to be in bed at a decent time. You're not going to be able to do that anymore, maybe on an occasional instance. Being an involved parent takes time and hard work, and it often means rethinking and rearranging your priorities. It frequently means sacrificing what you want to do for your child's needs and be there mentally as well as physically. This is number 3 of the 10 basic principles that is given on being a good parent on Chiff.com. Now that I've talked about the main points on how to get prepared for having a new baby and stop partying, I'd like to talk about your finances. If you're used to blowing money on things like beer, clothes, shoes, that's my big thing, then you're going to have to consider stopping that as well, especially if you don't make millions of dollars a year. You're going to have to buy formula. You're going to have to buy diapers. You're going to have to buy many different things that you're not used to. There are countless items that you have to get prepared for. Clothes, wipes, extra bottles, formula, like I said, and the inserts for your formula bottles if you buy the ones like I do. Now that I've talked about the things that you're going to need to buy and the money that you're going to have to stop spending, I'd like to talk to you about what it's going to take once you actually deliver your child. The mental aspects. You have to be prepared to be a mother or a father if you're a male. If you're not prepared, as my husband and I were not at the age of 16, my husband was, and I was 19. We had a child and gave up custody. Now we are facing getting that custody back. And the things that you're going to have to do to get that custody back are A, get a lawyer. Don't assume that just because your mother has your custody doesn't mean that you'll get it back. Spend thousands of dollars on a chance that you might get your child back. Go to court and face a judge and lawyers with all the questions. Wait for the judge to give his ruling, whether it is for or against you. Be prepared for whatever answer you get. Now that I've talked about the things it may take to get your child back, I have a third topic that I'd like to talk about, and that's the lasting effects that could be caused on your child and yourself. Dr. Paul Withousing says that in spite of careful screening of adopted children and their prospective parents prior to adoption, a disproportionately large percentage of these children eventually come to psychiatry or other professional attention because of emotional, education, or some social problems. Basically what that means is your child may need help, may need somebody to talk to, may need somebody to turn to. If you don't slow down and stop your partying, if you don't slow down and stop your money spending, and if you don't slow down and stop to be the parent that you need to be, your child is going to face these hard things in their life. Also, your child's also going to eventually want to know why their biological parents gave them up. Be prepared to answer those questions. I have. conclusion, I'd like to tell you that the reason I was here today was to tell you how to get your act together before having a child, because you may or may not face the hard times like I have. Today we discussed how to slow down and completely stop your partying, how hard it could be to get your child back, or if he or she is taken from you or you give him or her up, and what could be the lasting effects on the child and yourself. As I stated earlier, I am a mother who has faced these aspects in life, and I sure hope that I've helped anybody who might be considering having a child today and being prepared before they become a mother or father.